Yeah. Okay, I have a PMP certified person. Okay, Kumar. Nice to have you
Yes, sir.
here.
Good afternoon, Mr. Shri. How are you?
Nice, doing great. Just give you a
Thank you.
second. Setting up. Yeah, just give you seconds. Um, okay.
Hi, Shri.
All right, all right. Good, good, good. All right, first, good to see you all. After a long time, we're meeting some people here. Exam preparation is going on. Hemant, I think your kid is around there.
Yes, Shri. Yeah.
So your kid is excited about the classes. Okay, great. We had 2 weeks break. Again, we're getting back here to kickstart our learning. So this is a Sunday program where we have a few people who certified, and also we have some people who are getting for the examination. This Sunday program helps people to look at how the exam is being planned in the sense of question paper, how to look at the question, or people preparing for the examination, how they are preparing. Is there any corrections needed? So that will be discussed in this session. The reason I'm saying this is I have some people who are from the recent batch who just joined a few days back and they started the PMP journey. I too also have person who cleared PMP. That is Kumar is here. Kumar will give few minutes of time because I see few more people joining here. So let's give some time
Okay.
for them. So
Okay.
it's good for them. Give me at least few minutes time. But first thing, Kumar, are you pretty excited that you're done with your exam?
Yeah, I am satisfied, happy. I feel happy.
Okay, okay. Nice to know because this exam is
Thank you for your support. Your
it's a hard.
support on Mr. Rahul and also our buddy team.
Okay. Ah, you had a buddy team. Nice.
Yeah, actually, it was very, very useful, this buddy team. Even
Okay.
when I start preparation, I followed different procedure. I did not read very thoroughly. I did not take too much notes. After I
Ah,
joined with buddy team, then after that I start to take much more notes, and also I changed my way of preparation. It was very, very helpful.
good to know. Good to know. So who are your buddy for your preparation?
Actually, Anjali, Suma, after
Okay.
that, then Rakesh, Yusuf.
Okay. It looks a bigger team.
Yes, after that Raju also joined.
Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Nice to know. And this buddy team you meet how frequently?
Actually, mostly we met weekly 2 days.
Uh-huh.
We
Okay.
we discuss about some topic. After
Hmm.
that, when we close the meeting, then we discuss about next meeting also what we are going to discuss. We
Okay.
select some chapter, half chapter or full chapter something.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Okay.
in between that time, what we do, we study very well in that particular part.
So
Then
you
in
decide.
next we discuss about that. After that, we attend chapter wise mock also. Then we
Mm-hmm.
combine all the question paper. Sometimes we review together. Otherwise, we review separately.
Nice. Good. Good. That's a good
So
effort.
it is in such a way that in each meeting we fix one target, whether half
Okay.
chapter or full chapter something.
Uh-huh. Hmm.
So in that case, automatically what we do is we try to finish the target.
Great. Good to know. So I think that's a good energetic team, right? When you have few people who are on the same mindset, it could
Yeah.
work better. Yeah, that's a good thing. All right, great. Good to start. And I have some more people joined in. I holded you. The reason is let few more people listen your success that can help people. So first, let's all congratulate Senthil Kumar, who cleared PMP. Should be 24 hours back or 20 hours back?
Almost 20 hours back.
20 hours back. Okay. First, a round of applause from every one of us here, and a round of applause from our team as well that you certified into PMP, which is one of the big milestone in your career. So, good wishes.
Thank you, Mr. Sri.
Great, great. I believe last night you slept well after you got certified. You felt, God, let me sleep well.
Yeah, actually last night I slept well.
Okay, good to know. So now there are many questions going to come up here to understand how the exam worked out. At least I want to ask a few questions. So first question would be to check out how was the exam, because always this question comes, the main exam. Of course, you practiced, you read, that we learned later. But when you sit for
Yeah.
the 4 months of exam, was this exam in your control?
Yes, completely it was under my control. And
Mhm.
also, I expected that maybe the questions are more tough or something. Maybe I expected that maybe I may feel some difficulty in reading. But when I
Okay.
see the questions, all the questions are not too much big. All are only 2 lines or 3 lines maximum. And also,
Uh-huh.
even the word sentence and also the language they use, it is very simple actually. So
That's
even if you
motivating.
read one time also, we can understand. Most of the question I read only one time. In one
Okay.
first time itself, we can understand the complete question.
That's motivating, Sandil. Maybe let me ask this question. You said it's understandable. Is it something the weeks and months of preparation you tuned the way of reading question that made you to understand better?
Yeah, that one also that is also one reason. And also
Mm-hmm.
comparatively ShriLearning mocks, it is almost matching. It is not same question, but
Ah,
logically connected.
nice to know. That's good to know. Good to know. And you
And also,
are, yeah,
yeah.
go ahead.
And also the words and also some sentence they used in final PMP, it is more simpler than ShriLearning mocks.
Okay. 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 I think the people listening this video gives some motivation. Okay. I can practice this and I can go to the main exam, feel comfortable in the main exam. I think that's
Yes.
the feel I'm getting. Super good.
Yeah.
And little on your background, because I believe you are from KSA, that is Saudi Arabia. Am I right?
Yes, in Saudi Arabia.
Okay. And do you have a exam center nearby your place?
Yes, here we have 3 exam center in Riyadh.
Wow, three. Wow. Okay, so
3 exam
many
centers total.
people. Okay. Okay, good, good, good. And getting this exam part, the main question people pop up here is, hey, I practice a lot with the process-oriented questions. I practice on agile questions. Will I able to see that this is from process, this is from agile, this is from people? All these questions are understandable just by reading this is from agile, this is from process. Are you able to see that?
Actually, most of the we can't identify exactly difference between people and process. We
Okay.
can identify the business orient questions, business
Hmm.
domain.
Hmm.
But most of the for me I found most of the questions from agile. I can say almost more than 60%.
Okay. More than 60%. That's a big amount, right? Big amount of money.
Yeah,
Okay.
mostly I got completely most of the questions from agile.
Got you. Got you. Fantastic. Super Sundar. So now the next question people may ask is how long you prepared? When you started your preparation?
Actually, I am from November 2023 page,
Ooh, okay.
but
Okay.
actually I start preparation deeply from January.
Hmm. Okay. You took time to get into the goal. Okay.
Yes.
Nice to know. Nice to know. Senthil, one other question, what I observed with you is whenever you prepare for examination, when you prepare for the examination, you had a proper Excel sheet and you note down every action, what you do, and you keep sharing
Yeah.
me, this is what I have done, this is my score. Is this process you introduced for PMP examination, or this is your way of life? Always you put in a proper sheet, systematically following.
Normally, regarding the office work, mostly I follow this procedure, mostly
Okay.
updating the report, these things.
Nice to see. Because I always found that you're very systematic, which also helps me. Because when you share a score sheet, you will give me this is what the first exam, this is my second exam, this is my timeline, this is what I got. Now I'm doing 60 questions, now I'm doing 40 questions, this is my score. So when I go through your WhatsApp in one shot, I'll get all the table and I can assess how you are improving, where you have to work out. Well, that was pretty useful. That's nice. Good for
Yeah.
sharing that. Great, great, great. All right. Do you have any tips for the people who are preparing now?
I can say mostly Agile is more important, and also particularly conflict oriented questions. We can expect more conflict oriented question, conflict management.
Okay, okay. That is pretty tricky, isn't it? A conflict-oriented question. They ask what kind of conflict it is or how to resolve the conflict kind of
Yeah,
questions.
mostly between teams or something like this.
Uh,
So in some places found that two options are very close each other,
okay,
and
okay.
also the main thing is the even the options they have given, it is little bit more lengthy. But if we
Mm,
read one time, we can understand. Only thing
mm,
is we should read full sentence. Sometime
mm.
what we do is we read only half of the sentence, then we eliminate. But
Yeah.
sometime what I found in two question, I found like that. Even I did that mistake. First,
Mm,
I choose one option. I thought that another one option. See, it is I can neglect. No need to choose because
okay.
I read only the half of the portion. After that,
Mm,
again, when I read completely, then I feel that that is the one best.
got it.
So we have to
Got it.
read full sentence.
Okay. Clear clarity of what is asked for. You should be very clear on that part.
Yeah,
Okay.
we should read completely. We should
Okay.
not eliminate without read complete line.
Nice. Super, Senthil. Senthil, what is your domain? What do you work as? What are you
I am
working?
working. I am working in construction.
Okay. For a person coming from construction, do you felt agile is a new thing for you?
Yeah, Agile, this concept is new things.
Okay.
After I joined in PMP only, I learned about that Agile.
Ah.
Previously, I actually even I did not know anything about Agile before that.
Now, if I given a chance to you, will you also use agile in your job?
Yes, sure. I try. I will try. If I get chance, I will try.
Yeah, because I know the country or region where you're coming from. If it's construction, it's more systematic and process oriented. More
Yes.
more of a detailed process where there won't be a ad hoc plan. It'll be well planned. That's how the work
Yes.
happens. But again, at
Yeah.
least we get the essence of agile, I believe. When you say essence of agile, how to look your team members as knowledge workers, how to give more room for team empowerment. I think those are the learnings we get out of the subject.
Yes, sure.
Fantastic, fantastic, great. Okay, one more question. Which book you recommend or you liked while reading the towards examination?
Actually, this I find there is Rita and Agile practice. These both are fine.
Fine.
Actually,
Okay.
for me, I referred only these two books, and
Okay.
I followed. Then I watched in middle also. I watched your class videos.
Okay.
Mostly, sometime I travel from one project to other project. That time, just I listen your audio.
Oh, wow. Cool, man. That's a good job. Because when you started, it was a Rita 10th edition plus Agile practice guide. And
No,
again, in
read the 11th edition actually.
11th
Read
edition.
the
When you
11th
came,
edition and Agile practice.
oh, when you came for the batch of November, you got already Rita 11th edition.
Already I
Ah,
got
okay.
read
Okay.
11.
That's good. But still, you read Agile practice guide book?
Yes, still I read Agile practice also.
Okay. Okay. Because in Rita 11th edition, there is one chapter specific for Agile. Do you find apart from that, reading Agile practice guide is also helpful? Do you find that?
Yeah, yeah, it was helpful because there are some more. I found more detail in Agile practice comparing with Rita 11.
Okay, that's a good input, I believe. Then that should be a good recommendation for people because, see, if I recommend some people, I'll say that read 11. That is more than enough. But I'm also hearing from you when you read Agile Practice Guide, you get a little more information about Agile.
Yes, and
Okay.
also because in Agile practice guide they explained about each methodology separately in
Okay.
very simple format, so very easy to understand actually.
Nice to know. Nice to know, Santan. That's nice. By the way, did you celebrate with your family after you got certified?
Yeah.
Hardly 24 hours gone, but do you plan anything for them going out?
No,
Food?
actually, now they are in India. They will come next month only.
Man. Oh, is it a plan out of your exam? Send them to some place so you get some time for your
Uh,
preparation?
Actually, last November we came for vacation all together to India.
Okay.
Then when I come back, only I come back. They are staying because due to the vacation for my family children, they are staying there. They will come mostly coming month.
Nice, nice, good. I would say that that also gave you some time to sit and read and focus towards exam, possibly.
Yes. Yeah.
Good, Sandil. Thanks a lot for us giving those inputs. I have a few more audience here who are listening to your success. Do we have anyone here? Do you have a different question if Sandil like to answer? Okay. Shaful Khan, you have some question? I'm seeing your mic coming up. Hemant is having a question. Let's listen to Hemant. Yes, Hemant.
Hi, Kumar.
Yes.
Once again,
Yes.
congratulations for clearing PMP.
Thank
So,
you.
now I'm a little closer to the exam, but I wanted to
Okay.
know because I have been seeing ETOs, I mean, input, output, tools and techniques, few questions while taking the full mock exam.
Yeah.
Did you find these type of questions also, apart from Agile, as you mentioned in the exam?
Yeah. I found some questions, but it is not in such a way that the input or output from some particular process. I
Mhm.
did not find any that type of questions.
Okay.
Just situational questions only. Only from the scope chapter, I found some questions in that way actually. Only from the
Okay.
scope
All,
management.
okay. All were scenario-based questions. It was
Yes, all are scenario based question only
scenario-based
completely.
questions completely. Oh.
Completely 100% actually.
Mhm.
Even the calculation orient question also, I
Mhm.
found it is scenario based.
Okay. What about mathematical questions? Any
I got
precedence
only
like
I got only one mathematical question.
PERT or beta distribution triangle? Which
I
was that related to? Was it related to SPI and CPI or
I believe
the
was
estimations?
he should not declare the question as per the.
should not. That's why.
Okay. Okay.
I can
Okay.
see I can see Sandil is looking. Should I say this or not?
No, but still, Shri, I was not sure with the max questions, but still, I read it and I understood, especially SPI, CPI, and beta
Mhm.
distribution triangle, these things.
Yeah,
So, very
yeah.
much familiar with these things
That is
now.
sufficient. That is sufficient, Hemant, for you. I'll tell you. See, even if Sandil says this is the question I got, I'm sure you're not going to get the same question.
Okay,
So
yeah.
they have thousands of questions. They keep shuffling, but at least you can
Mhm.
get an idea. Once in a while, people get a math question. One
Okay.
could be on a PERT calculation. In a PERT calculation, they give the number sometimes directly. Many times they won't give direct number. You have to work all the way. You have to get the numbers and then plot it in the number. So if you understand the beta distribution, triangular distribution formulas, both of them, you are handy. You are ready with that.
Mhm.
But in
Okay.
exam hall, you maybe get a question. For example, I have few people who took exam last week. None of them got the math question. No math question.
Mhm.
So even if you get a one, I think it's a doable. So I don't think you have to
Mhm.
strain too much. For that one question,
Okay.
don't put too
Yeah.
much of energy. It's okay.
Yeah,
Okay, you
yeah.
learn
So,
once, you understand the formula once, okay. Even if you can't do that, it's completely fine.
mhm.
Don't stress yourself on the formula right now. Learn, understand, stop there.
Sure, sure, Shri. Yeah.
That's a point. That's a point. Yes, Kumar.
And also that mathematical question I got, it is it consumes some time because I supposed to use only one formula, but we have to use some multiplication, addition like this. It consumes some time, but it is very simple procedure. It was very simple for me. That
Mm-hmm.
particular question I used only one formula.
Okay.
I like the
And
way Kumar Senthil said, it was simple for me. I like that.
No, no, no. For me, no, no.
It's
My
true.
question. I am saying my question.
No,
Maybe
no,
somebody
no.
get difficult question, but I got
Okay.
a simple question.
Yes, and then
okay.
why I say that is, Hemant, you may not know that his score list was always in the top. I was so
Okay.
surprised, Sendil, how you take this mark, man? Continuous at top level. He never drops on the score. So
Okay.
when he said it's for me, I understood his level of preparation is really good. Actually, he did a good preparation. I would say, Sendil Kumar, sometime you can share your tips in the expert group, what you did for your preparation. Probably we can do a success story later. I would recommend you to give a couple of tips on reading the question, because if at all people read the book very well, they have the experience, but when they come to reading the question, I see many people struggle hard. Maybe honestly, for Hemant also will agree with me. Sometimes he too struggles. Is that correct, Hemant? You are good with the subject. Sometimes when you read a question, certain questions you can't judge what is right, what is wrong. Maybe if you have some tips on top of your mind, please go ahead, Senthil.
Actually, I also faced the problem when I attend mock. Sometime I read each question two times to understand while attending the mock. But in final exam, I feel little relaxed, and also mostly I was thorough. I read this one Rita book and Agile book very thoroughly. But while attending mock, I also faced that problem. Actually, it is common
Okay.
for. I believe it is common for everybody.
It's a universal problem. Okay.
Yes.
But when you go to main exam, you don't feel that. You felt relieved, relaxed.
Yes, comparing with this one ShriLearning, during final exam we can understand question very easily. No need
Yeah.
to no need to read second time.
Okay.
That
Right.
gives
Because I
motivation
was
to.
feeling, yeah. Actually, it is a motivation, but while giving full mock exams, few sometimes even I used to feel little stressed because quite lengthy questions and reading again and again will actually distract. And now we have to understand the option, and yeah, in some extent we get the answers correct, but we consume little time over there. That is the main issue.
Yeah, that's fine, Hemant. I will tell that. See,
Mm.
I'll give the point. Maybe I would have spoken earlier. Just give the points to everyone here. See, main exam, the first thing is you'll have the anxiety. I'm sitting in the main exam. This is common for everyone. For example, you are learning to drive the car. That's a fine, good day. On one particular day, they say that you have to drive for license. The license inspector is watching you. The moment you say license inspector is watching you, you start making mistakes. Until then, you are good. And this anxiety, it's a pretty common. So when you go to main exam,
Mm.
the time eating will definitely happen. But only thing, like Senthil Kumar was pointing out, staying relaxed, it's okay. It's okay to do mistakes. If you have 180 questions, I would say that you will definitely make at least 40 to 50 questions wrong. What we understood in the last few years is the PMI Institute, out of 180 questions, if you can clear 110 or 120 questions correctly, you would clear the exam. It's understanding. Don't ask me where you got this number. It's an understanding. 110 or 120 questions, if you clear, you will clear the main exam. So out of 180, let's keep 120. So how many questions you can make mistakes? If I say 120, you can make at least 60 questions mistake. So 60 questions is a good number, which means every slot you have an opportunity of a 15 to 20 questions can go wrong. I don't mean that you should make a mistake. I'm saying that you have a room to make mistake. When you say that 180 out of 180 I have to plan, then you are in pressure. Be a bit relaxed. Say that it's okay to do mistakes. In management, mistakes happen. A senior most manager will make a wrong decision. The next day, the manager says it's okay. Let's come out of it. That's a real life, isn't it? You make a wrong decision with the wrong vendor, then you come back to another vendor. Oh wow, that's a mistake, man. I'm lessons learned. I'll go to next one. So in exam also you make mistakes like what we do in management, but you know that 10 to 50 questions can go wrong and you keep moving. When you keep that mindset, you start getting a bit relieved. You can start focusing on the area what you know better. Yeah, that's a point. That's a point. Great. All
Thank you,
right,
Shri.
all right. That's
Thank you,
good.
Kumar.
That's good, Hemant. Good, Hemant. And do anyone else have a question for people who are looking for the examination with the Senthil Kumar? Anil Kumar is here. Okay, Hemant, I'm going to invite Anil. Anil, you're available. You can please go ahead. Anil, you are not able to unmute. Now
Yeah.
you're here.
Hi. Sorry.
Yeah.
Congrats, Kumar. I
Thanks.
just wanted to know
Randy.
the approach of yours before 1 week or 2 week before the exam. How you
S-
approached the exam? Yeah.
Sorry, can you repeat again because I received one small call I could not hear. Sorry.
Uh, Actually, I wanted to know your approach before 1 week or 2 week before the exam. What were your approach like revisions or what were your method study?
Actually, I had 5 days holidays before exam. During that 5 days, for almost 1 week before, I practiced many chapter-wise mocks and also 60 and 40 mocks. Then I reviewed. Then 2 days before the exam, just I did one more. Again, I read Rita book and Agile Practice Guide third time as third revision. So only these things. I did not do anything more. Just I reviewed the mock. Then I read Rita book and Agile Practice Guide.
Yeah, to add on to that, Anil, what we do here is last 5 or 10 days before the examination, if a person is prepared well in advance and they took at least 3 full exams already, we'll be sharing some bullet points. For example, we would expect people to focus on people domain and agile area very well on the last 5 to 6 days. Because the last 5 to 6 days, if you can give attention to stakeholder management, team empowerment, and team management skills, agile team formation, or how agile work is being delivered, and also you understand about the PMI ethics. There is something called PMI ethics, and that too, if you can understand a little detail, chances are when you go to the main exam, that particular area of a people, you will be more strong. Process area, yeah, that area also you have to focus, but process is one area we have learned so many years. You may not struggle hard, you can approach it better. Whereas the people area is a tough area. So last 4 5 days or 6 days, give more attention to people, which talks about stakeholder, team management, communication, agile management, PMI ethics. No need to memorize anything, just go through that and take a feel of, okay, this is how it's going to be. Yeah, this is what I expected. And one more point I would have said to many people who go to exam the day before the exam when I have a call. When you go to main exam, PMI is much interested to understand how Agile works between Monday till Friday as a working day. Beyond that, PMI also interested to understand why Agile exists, why Agile came to the market, why not without Agile we cannot work? Was it a problem? Kind of scenarios they bring. They bring a question like that. If not Agile there, what will happen? So you have to think or behave like an agile person. This is for agile area. So in a predictive model, yes, we know how to do the predictive way. That is not too much question area. Whereas agile area, they focus. So answer your question, Anil. Last few days, you'll give more attention to people, agile, PMI ethics, and as Senthil Kumar is mentioning, take some question papers and analyze it.
And also
Perfect.
the bullet point one which you gave me, it was very useful. I found many questions from that area only.
Oh, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Nice to know, Senthil. Thanks for sharing. By the way, I found in the chat somebody says, hey, all Kumar are here. Yeah, Senthil Kumar, Anil Kumar, Hemant Kumar, and Shriram Kumar here.
So,
Kumar.
Shriram, I have booked my slot for 1st of May,
Yeah,
and yeah,
let's
and
see.
last Friday I attempted a 60 question mock, so I got 70%.
Senthil, just a second. I'll come back. Just a second. I'm going to
Uh,
come to that section right now.
yeah, yeah,
So first, let's congratulate Senthil Kumar here. Senthil, once again, congratulations. You done a good
Thank,
job. Now time
thank
to
you.
Yeah, time to celebrate it. PMI Institute will take 1 day because
Okay,
it's a holiday now. You should get your certificate by tomorrow. And once you get the
okay,
certificate, celebrate it and enjoy this journey. And kind request is the moment you get the certificate, start applying some of the learnings in your
yes,
job.
yeah,
If you don't do that within 3 months, if I ask you what it is, you will be out of sync. It will be totally gone. So please apply what you learn and stay connected
yes.
in the expert group. We have PMI expert group, PMP. Be there, help some people. And we have Elite group. I believe you joined the Elite group already.
No, not yet, Mr. Shri.
Okay. Okay, please join the Elite group. There we have many people who are certified. They talk about the next level of growth in career. After PMP, we should know the career growth, right? We are talk about new jobs
Yes,
or growth in the current job or how to do particular things using a template. So people discuss this in that Elite group. I would ask you to be part of that group and be
okay.
active. So that will be next stage of your career. Okay?
Yes, okay. Okay, Shri. Thank you. Thank you very much
Great.
for your support.
Great. Thanks a lot for coming up in your office time. I know it's your office time. You're able to allocate some time for us. Really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I already
And
took permission. And also many people, even our buddy group, Anjali, and also this one Raju and Madhav also helped me. So thanks for all.
fantastic. That's a good friend circle, I believe. They really keep helping each other. Specifically, I see
Yeah.
Madhavi keep helping people, irrespective of different batches. She's the one helping everyone here around. Thanks a lot for the team there. All right, Sandil. Thanks a lot for being here and have a good time and be there always to support other people also.
Okay. Sure, Mr. Shri. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Perfect. Catch you. All right, great. That's Sandil here on the request. He came and helped us. Really kind of him. And now let's get to the main segment of people getting the next exam. That is, people getting the exam. Do I have someone who is going to the exam? I heard from Anil right now. Apart from Anil, do
Yeah.
anyone else going for the exam? Please put your hands up so I know that you're going for the exam. What I'm going to do next 30, 40 minutes is we're going to listen first to the people who are going to the exam, talk to them, understand what is their preparation, any guidance needed. This is will happen for next 10, 15 minutes. After which I have two questions. PMI sample model questions, I have two. We will bring this question and make you to answer the question. After you answer the question, we will discuss about that subject. Why this answer is the right answer. All right, then we'll converse about it. This we are going to do right now. Okay. Great. And what we do is we'll start with the two people. I have Mahendra Paul. I have Anil Kumar. Since Anil already opened the topic, Mahendra, if you're comfortable, I can go with Anil and come back to you. Are you fine? Because in the order I see Anil comes second. Okay, I didn't hear from Mahendra, so let me start with Anil. Anil, please go ahead. What's happening there? You said about your exam.
Yeah, I have booked for 1st of May, and sorry for the background noise.
Okay.
And yeah, and I have completed two full mocks. I have messaged you. I got 62% in first and 63% in second.
Uh-huh.
And recently, I uh, uh, completed my 60 question mock. So in that, I scored 70%. So right now,
Uh,
I'm just revising. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Which one you scored 70%? Which exam?
In 60% mock.
60
60,
questions.
sorry, 60 question mock paper. Sorry.
You, you are stuck between percentage and number.
Actually, my child is some making some noises.
It's
Sorry.
okay. No, don't
Yeah.
be sorry. Child is pretty important in life. Okay. So what's the age of the kid?
8 months.
8 months, man. Then you are the disturbance for the kid. Why you are standing there? The kid is not disturbing you. You are disturbing the kid.
Yeah. No,
Then
actually, her mother is busy with something else.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Reduce the volume. Don't disturb them.
Mm.
Coming back to you, May 1st is an exam. So we have 2 weeks with us right now.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions to help me. How many
Mm.
full exams you have done so far?
Two.
Two full exams. Okay. In
Yeah.
this two, the last one you got a 70%. Did you say that?
No, no, 63. 63.
63%. What is the
Yeah.
time management in the last exam?
Uh, I utilized whole time apart from the 20 minutes break.
20 minutes break, but you use the full time. Very good. Nice.
Yeah.
Second exam is a little tougher exam. Usually in our
Mm.
system, second exam is a bit tougher and a little more understanding. Which environment you work? You have Agile in your corporate?
No, no, it's waterfall, oil and gas.
Oil and gas industry. Very good. And Agile part you are learning. Do you see you are comfortable in that learning?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, nice. So 63. What is the first exam score you said?
62.
62. Okay, good. You are consistent. You're not dropping down. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's good, right? You're not dropping. Dropping is risky, but you're not dropping. That's good.
Mm.
Now we have 2 weeks time. I would expect you to take another at least two full exams, minimum
Yeah.
at least two full exams.
Okay.
And then what you have to do right now is start tuning your question reading ability. Two ways
Mm.
you can tune this. Number one, you have to read a PMI, PMBOK glossary, the
Mm.
definitions in the PMBOK book,
Yeah.
the last pages. Okay, I believe you should have
Mm.
seen those pages already.
Yeah, yeah.
Print that as a papers, have
Mm.
with you at least per day 15 words you have to write. You read more on that, what will happen is, I'll tell you, the score will start increasing. The reason is you know management, but you may not know the terminologies. When you read the terminology, when you read a question, that particular terminology will be in the question. Your brain processing speed improves. Your question answer choosing choices improves. This is the number one thing you have to do. Okay. Number two is you have to find your gray spot in some subject areas. When you are answering certain questions, you may be doing the same mistake again and again. For example, in a risk management, they're asking about a risk which should be mitigated or avoided. In your brain, somehow it was registered, mitigated and avoid both are same. Somehow it registered. I'm giving an example. You may choose the same answer again and again, which means even though you take a 40 question, 60 question, 180 question, in the risk management area, you constantly make the mistakes. Sometimes we don't notice it. We feel that it's okay once in a while, but you may be same mistake again, repeating in a different form. So we have to have a white paper and note down which area we are making mistakes. For example, in Agile, backlog understanding, I have mistakes. In maybe predictive model, in scope management, in WBS, I'm not getting that concepts clear. You have to note it down. At least Google that and read that paragraph. I'm not expecting you to read the full book. If you read a full book, it's a waste of time because you read the book already. You are in the classes already. You have done at least 2 full exams. By now, reading the book again is a waste of time. So you have to go to specialization. You have to read that particular area only. So 2 points you're going to work out. One is reading the keywords, that is your PMI glossary, to increase your reading ability of the question. Second one is look out on the gray spots. Maybe 5 areas, 6 areas will be there, or 10 areas will be there. Those 10 areas, if you can improve, automatically your score starts getting better. Okay, these are 2 things. Apart from this, when you practice the exam only when you are having a brisk mindset. Don't do late in the night, pretty early in the morning. When you're exhausted, don't do that. Even if you come back from office, you're pretty exhausted, go for a walk, take a shower, and feel a little better and do the exam. These are the basic things to improve the scores. Now, you have any other questions in your mind?
Not right now.
Not right. Okay. Anyway, this is a recorded video. You can listen back. I know as a father, you are busy. Other side, your mind is always on the kid there. I can realize that. So now later you can listen to the recording again. I have given some bullet points. Follow these points.
Okay.
Help you. Stay in touch with me in the WhatsApp regularly. What's happening?
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah. Thanks.
All right. What's your kid name?
Riyans.
Riyas. Okay. I can see a lot of.
Advan.
Nice. Beautiful name. I can see a lot of pictures behind you. Is it something to.
No, it was pasted earlier. It
Okay,
is still there.
Okay, nice. Good. Have a good time, but don't disturb the kid around there. Okay, you can.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, Andy. Catch
Okay.
you.
Thank
Right.
you. Yeah.
Right. All right, then let's jump to Mahendra Paul. Mahendra Paul, I didn't hear you earlier. Is your mic good now?
Yeah, it's good now. No, there was
It's
some
good now.
issue for unmuting. Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you. Are you comfortable without camera?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Very good. Nice. Go ahead, Mahendra Paul. What's happening? Where are you now?
I did 2 mocks. I shared my scores with you earlier in today's score also. Just now I completed a full mock and joined this video. The scores
Yeah, I'm
are
seeing your WhatsApp message.
yeah. The scores are 69 in the first one, and the second one, which I did today, is 72.
Man, that's a good shot, man. Are you happy with 72? No.
Not yet.
But the
No,
exam
there
says
are good. Yeah,
75, right?
Yeah, no, I am targeting 80.
That's a good target. I like that. Okay.
And the thing what I would deliberately I didn't do. I think it may be wrong. I have not analyzed the questions of the first mock. I
Man.
just noted down where are the weak areas, and I worked on that.
Okay.
And then I attempted second mock. Now after our break, I will start analyzing both the mock questions.
Very good.
And as you were suggesting, the same idea I have, that I will see if there is something which goes predetermined in my mind.
Yes.
and I need to correct that, so that I will analyze these two, both of the mocks together.
Very good. Very good.
Work for
Rightly
the
said.
yeah, and try to take another mock maybe the next week Sunday.
Very good. Do it. How many days we have for the main exam?
No, I have not booked the exam date. So I
After
need
getting 72%, it's time to book the exam.
yeah. So when to book?
Take 2 weeks from now.
Possibly.
2 weeks,
Yeah.
max 3 weeks. Before that, complete your exam. Before you lose the momentum, you have to close the exam.
Okay.
But plan your office holidays also. Plan at least 3-4 days off before the main exam.
Then I have to club it 3-4 days, Saturday, Sunday, then Monday or something. I have to club.
Which part of the world you are? Which country you are?
India,
India. Very good. Which city?
Kolkata.
Kolkata. Okay. Check exam center availability. Kolkata, you should not have trouble. But check out. You know how to check. Do you know
Yeah,
how to
I know
check?
that. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Very good.
already checked, but I have not booked the dates. So
Mm.
I will proceed with the fees payment and booking the date.
Proceed.
So I
Proceed. I
think
would say
I will plan for the 1st May.
first May.
First May,
Yeah.
1st May is
Okay.
a
You're
holiday,
joining
so I
with
can take.
Anil.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will
Okay.
get I will take 2 days holiday. Then I will get Saturday, Sunday plus 2 days. So 4 days
That's
of off.
that's a strategic move, huh? Okay. Go for it. You are in a good score right now. How is time management?
Time management in the first mock, I had a good time in spare time.
Hmm.
So this time, what I did, I just went a little slow and
Okay.
tried to understand
Let's
the questions.
let's give some numbers for that. When you say you are good at first exam, how many minutes you had after the exam?
I had that time I had 25 minutes.
You took break in between the exam?
Yes.
2 breaks?
After I took breaks, and after subtracting the break time and other things, 25 minutes was there with me.
That's a good speed you're going. Okay, nice.
And in the second mock today, what I did, there were some maths question which took some time, but I was able to complete the first session in maybe 80 to 85 minutes, second
Okay.
in 75, and third in 65 or something. So I had 5-10 minutes spare.
That's okay. That's a decent. Second exam's a bit tough. I understand that. Your speed is good. Check out the next exam, how it goes. For this, you no need to go 180 question again. You can even go for 60 questions.
No, I did 260 and 240.
Okay. Okay.
In between the weeks, like today, Tuesday I take 40, then on Wednesday or Thursday I will take 60. I will analyze
Okay.
those. I will analyze those small those questions, and then I will go for a full mark. This is the sequence what I have followed.
Perfect, Mahendra Paul. You're going really, really good. I would say just maintain the momentum. Before you lose that grip, go close your exam. Yeah, do
Okay.
that part. One last understanding from you, how comfortable you are in Agile.
Agile is the area where I think I am losing the number.
Which book you're reading for that?
I read the first 6 chapters from Agile Practice Guide
Very good.
because I started with Rita 10. So
Okay.
now I'm not shifting to Rita 11. I'm just
Don't do that.
continuing with that. And
Yep.
I'm continuing with the Agile Practice Guide.
Yep.
The area where I need to focus more, I think, is a hybrid.
Nice. You are very clear what to do. I don't think we need any guidance for you. Just proceed. Maybe something I said to Anil can help you, like reading the glossaries or checking the gray areas. That can help. If not, you are on the right stage. Keep moving forward.
Okay. And I will drop my status to you on the WhatsApp.
Yeah. Keep me posted. I just saw your message. Keep me posted.
Okay. If you can suggest any way to improve more on the Agile part, what to
Yep.
go through, that will
You're
help.
doing it already. You're doing it. Agile practice guide is important. One thing for exam, understand, PMI is not interested more on day-to-day operations of Agile. They may ask questions, but questions will have a blend of information to understand, are you being Agile? Being Agile means you are digested the concept and you are already behaving as Agile person, not because morning I have a stand-up meeting, I have a refinement sessions. In Agile, I have to be very dynamic. That's okay, nice. But beyond that, agility is all about thinking the benefit of the customer, market need, quality, how high quality should be there. That's the thinking process PMI will expect. So when you read the book, understand what they do day to day. Beyond that, also understand how it is being agile. Doing agile is one portion, being agile. If you can think from that perspective, your answering ability improves. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
All
sure.
right. Good. Good. We just keep moving. We'll listen one more person, then we go for the question paper. I should get to Harish Karthik. Harish, are you available in the camera?
Sorry, Shri, I'm not able to.
Fantastic. Go ahead then. We'll listen to you.
Yeah, so I have my main exam on Wednesday, and I've completed 4 mocks so far, and then I am going to start my analysis of wrong questions for the last mock that I just completed yesterday. And then apart from that, I'm also going through the glossary on the Agile Practice Guide, and then also on the PMBOK.
Nice to know. You are good in rhythm. Did I give you some bullet points to prepare in the last few days?
Yes, you did, and I'm on track on that one as well.
Okay. I'm just trying to see. I got few WhatsApp messages. I'm trying to catch up with you. Harish. So Harish, how is your time management, Harish?
The time management, the first mock I got after the break, after the 20 minutes break, I got 30 minutes. And then the time came down, and the last mock that I completed yesterday, I just completed on time, just like few seconds remaining, could not go through the review the questions.
That's okay. That's okay. You are doing that on time, right? That's fine. Until you don't drop, it's fine. You're good. Which area you feel you need improvement?
I am feeling that the agile concepts, that's one area that I would need feeling. So what I'm doing is I'm going through the Agile Practice Guide. I just completed chapter 6. I plan to complete that one. The point you just mentioned, right? The high level, all those agile ceremonies, that I'm comfortable. But when we go detail into the agile concepts, that's where I need to pick up more.
Okay. For this, I can give you some suggestion. Not only you, for everyone here. There is a book for PMI-ACP called PMI-ACP Exam Prep. There is a book prepared by Mike Griffith. This book is there in our shared folder. Okay, check it out. You can get the copy of it. Point is, in this book, chapter number 1, if you flip few pages, the 12 principles of Agile would have been explained. Each principle will have a paragraph. Okay, 12 principles. Every paragraph will have some story, some example. It should be at least 2-3 pages only. But this 2-3 pages will be a great eye-opener to understand the depth of need of hybrid model, need of agility. Both will be there. So I would request you to just go through that and you get a good hold of Agile. Of course, the ceremonies are important. Day-to-day jobs are important. Beyond day-to-day jobs, why we do this is explained there. So when you get the hold, I'm sure you'll be so nice. Yeah, that's one thing. Or if in case still you're not satisfied, you can read different books. I'm not talking for you because you're writing exam in next few days. Next you want to go for. People who are preparing for exam, you can read this book also. Hope it's visible. Is it visible, what I'm showing here? Essential Scrum. There is a book called Essential Scrum. Okay. It's a good book. You can Google it, you'll find the copy. It's Essential Scrum, or you can order it. It's a very good book, which explains more about how the roles like a Scrum Master, Servant Leader, Product Owner, Delivery Manager, or everyday event, what they do, why they do, how they estimate in Agile. Many things are explained here. It's a very good English book. And this book is one of the reference book given by PMI. PMI has given 15 books for your main exam preparation. In that 15, one of this is Essential Scrum. So I don't force people to read too many things because it's my responsibility to read and take in the class. That's what I do in the class. But if at all you feel, hey, I want to learn more, Shri, I'm not more exam oriented, I want to read more. Yeah, please go for this kind of books. That will also help you. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Perfect, Harish. Great. Good wishes and keep me posted.
Thank you.
That is Harish. Shall we get to some question? Are you ready to answer some question? Shall we do that?
Yep. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Good, right? Let's do that part. I should have at least a couple of questions. We'll discuss that question here. Confirm if you can see the screen.
Yes.
Great. Take a minute of time and we'll answer this question. Once you read the question, choose an answer and you can put it in the chat box, either A, B, C, or D. Let's give a few more seconds as more people want to answer. I would expect everyone try your best. Even if it is wrong, it's completely fine. Just give a try. All right, then let's take a look. First question, answering to the question. Before we jump to the answer, let's understand the question. One of you, help me. What is the problem statement in this question? What is the core problem in this question mentioned here? Any one of you? Or let me make the question more simple. Who is being targeted in this question? Who is the target in this question? Is it project manager? Is it the project team? Is it a project itself?
It's a project team, basically.
Okay. So the team is being targeted.
Yeah.
Okay. So the answer should come from team's perspective. You got that? Yeah, while reading the question, I would have said something like when you read a question, first look at who is being targeted. Do we have someone who from a recent new batch, that is from the April batch? Do you have people here? We have people here. Very good. Nice. What are the key points you learned yesterday? While you read the question, what are the key things you have to watch out? Number one.
You identify the question that what is the exact question.
Okay.
Keywords.
Who is being targeted?
Who is being
Okay.
targeted?
Okay. What is the second one? Tense of the question.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. And intensity of the question.
Yes.
Intensity. Yeah. Then look at the last line of the question. Last line. See the question. Fifth point is elimination technique. Okay. So who is being targeted? Tense of the question, intensity of the question, last line of the question, read carefully, and elimination technique. Did any one of you follow this? You were able to follow this in the question? At least your brain processed it already. If it is done, nice. If not, first thing is you have to understand who is being targeted. So we understood the team is being targeted. What is the tense of the question? Is it something happened or going to happen?
Happened. Happened.
What is the word in this question says situation has been happened?
It's happened already. Past.
Okay. The team is being sent. Is this the one?
Team
Yeah.
is being sent. That is not the problem. The problem is last time something has happened which has shown some resistance.
Previous trip.
Previous trip. Oh, okay. So the project team is being sent overseas to lead an integration project at a subsidiary factory. Some factory they're going there. Okay, let's imagine one team is traveling from India, getting to Australia. From India to Australia, a team is going to talk something about a subsidiary factory. They have to work there. To prepare, they review. When they use the word they are talking about the team here. They review a transcript from the retrospective. What is retrospective? What retrospective means?
Past. Previous.
Previous.
Okay, we look back what has happened. It can be good, it can be bad. Is it possible? In a retrospective, you get both good and bad?
Yes.
Possible, right? From a previous trip to identify the main problem. I'm not interested on a good thing. I'm interested on problems. Okay. Now, question to you, is this a common scenario in the world? Is this something like this happens in the world?
Yes.
It's not an alien subject, right? It's a very common scenario. When a team is traveling from one city to another city, one country to another country, they want to look the records of past experience. Was it good or bad? Specifically, they want to focus on the problem area. Now, question to you, why a team have to do this? Why can't they straight away travel? Why they have to do this? What's the purpose of doing this? What's the purpose of this? Okay. By the way, you are all PMP certified, right? PMP, project management professional. Why we have to do this? Keep that PMP in your mind. Why we have to do this?
Maybe the person who handled this situation is not up to the mark, and to resolve this issue, a better team has been sent to understand the problem and then resolve the issue.
Okay, I think a good thought you're having, but my generic thought here is when PMI Institute is asking this question, they're looking as a manager, can you bring up a best team and that can be a successful project? As we learned some time back, in the project management, we get at least a 75% of price of failing. When you say failing, it is not because of a budget. It is not because of the timeline. It could be many reasons like a communication gap. There could be responsibilities not taken in the right time, or people don't take ownership of something what they do. These are some of the reasons which we get why a project is a failing. Now, when PMI want to ask this question, the background of this question is, are you a manager who can help this team, or as a team, you are part of the team, can you think of better way of doing things? You don't want to repeat the mistakes. That's the intention of this question. Now, the first two lines says, a team is being sent overseas and they're going to work with some people, and you want to look at the retrospective. A retrospective can have both positive and negative, but I'm going to look at only on the problems. This is the statement they given. Now comes the second line. Which problem listed below? Now the question is, which problem listed below? By the way, if I open this list of problems, I'm getting a list of items. Let's say I have 4 items here, A, B, C, D. Which problem listed below can the team approach and potentially solve using servant leadership and active listening during the iteration? In these 4 problems, which can be solved using the mindset called servant leadership? That's a question now. So all these 4 problems would exist already in the company list. Now, question is, which problem team can solve using servant leadership? Now, question back here, when I have this 5 bullet points, not always all 5 bullet points are going to be used. But still, at least we understood who is being targeted. So I have to answer from team's perspective, number one. I should also look at the tense of the question. Rightly, you say that it doesn't happen. Team has been sent overseas. Very good. Now you have to find the intensity of the problem. Here, the intensity, they didn't go and tell that the project has been halted. They didn't say any problem. But they say that there is a problem list, which one I can pick up, which will help me for next iteration, which means it can make my team better. So the intensity is not too heavy, it's moderate. It should be used to improve my team. Now let's go for the elimination technique. By the way, have you understood the question? While you read this question, you understood 2 sentences, which says what the team is expected to do. And the last line says that what they can do with the model called servant leadership. There they stop. Now let's go for the elimination technique. Okay, meantime, I'm going for the chat box. I see Kapila is mentioning either to solve the problem or to avoid upcoming similar ones. Kapila, why you thought that's a good way that you have to forecast the problem? Why you say like that?
Because as project managers, we have to always keep in mind about the lessons that are learned from the past projects and, avoid similar situations. I mean,
Okay.
that was a thought.
Okay, I like that. It means you are expecting as a team, we have to forecast. Here it's not manager, I believe. I like the way you said manager. But when you say team, manager also part of the team. And what you're saying here is forecasting. Is it your thought?
Not, I mean, I'm not clear on that.
No, you mentioned correctly there, saying that our upcoming similar ones. When you say avoid upcoming similar ones,
Yeah.
as a team, they are forecasting. When I say forecasting, you are seeing in advance.
Yes.
What if this problem could happen? What can I do? What should I do? I
Yeah.
believe that's your thought process.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Only
got it.
that yet.
Got it. Got it. I'm seeing one point from Abdul. Abdul, what do you mean by reference here?
The way they said that a previous team has been sent also. So that's why I think it is for reference also.
Very good. So you look back and come again to this. Very good. Got it. Okay, thanks for that. Ujjwal also, I think, pointing the same. Is that correct, Ujjwal? Cross-check previous issues on the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice to know. Good. Thanks for all your inputs. Now let's go for a elimination technique. Out of A, B, C, D, even though it's a problem list, this problem list in this, which you can use a servant leadership, and you have to use something called active listening. Now use a elimination technique and let know which one of this will not be part of it, which cannot be used here. Which one it is? Elimination.
C.
C.
Okay, C goes out. Heat wave during site visit. So outdoor practical training was replaced by simulations. Okay, so this was a problem which happened in the previous project or a journey or a travel by the time. So you feel this is out. Why this is out? Do anyone want to justify why this is not going to be a problem to be addressed? Any thoughts?
That is nature of a little control over that.
Little control. Okay. Which means that control may not come from servant leadership. That control may not come from active listening. Is it the thought?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I consider this point. Heat wave goes out because it is not in your control. At least you can't solve in this way. Then what about other one? Any other point you see? A, B, C, C is gone. Any one more item? I heard D.
D
Is
is
it correct?
also not
D?
something can be out.
Equipment is at risk. Being is a subsidiary factory, there is some equipment. Equipment is at risk from poor quality maintenance because of ineffective training. Okay. Now, this is also not in control. Is it so?
Yeah. So servant leadership, I think it's not directly strongly connected to servant leadership.
Whether for heat wave or equipment failure, this is not connected with the servant leadership. Okay. All right. I hear this point. If everyone agrees, this is what you also feel that, then now you have a competition between two answers. One is host team is very unwilling to partner in training exercises. Look like some collaboration problems here. The next one is scheduling problems because host teams have dedicated non-working hours at different times of the day due to shift work. Here it looked like some unclear way of working. One is unclear way of working. One is unwilling to support, which is a collaboration problem. Now in this two, which one will align with servant leadership and active listening?
B can be removed because active listening is not really needed here, because it's very clear that during non-working hours or different times of the day, it's very clear there is no need of active listening there. Maybe we can remove that. A requires both servant leadership and also active listening is needed, because we want to know why they are not partnering for training exercises.
Okay, I hear the point. Appreciate that. Now, given an opportunity for you to re-vote again, even though we said A, B, C, and D, both are elimination. After listening all this content right now, if you're given a chance to re-vote, what is your answer?
I stand by what we have done, like A. I stand by A.
Let me see a chat box. Let me listen to your new answer after listening to this conversation. What is your answer? Most of you staying with the same answer. Okay, I'm getting a couple of answers here.
Still, we'll go with B, Shri.
Go with B. Okay. I'm hearing A. I'm hearing B. Answer A. Okay. 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 It looks that people are staying with the A mostly. I'm also hearing B. Can you tell me why you think B is a good answer? We heard about A is a good answer. Why B is a good answer? Why should we consider?
Here, I might be wrong, Shri. Hemant here. Question is reflecting to agile perspective, because in the retrospective, the other team which has traveled, they, after finding the retrospective, they found some issues. This means the problems are not taken into the consideration. First thing. So to understand the main problem, that is what the question is highlighting: servant leadership and active listening. So why I felt B is teams are not able to dedicate. What do we say? They're not able to give time. The problems are not being taken into consideration what they're working in. Yeah,
this is for the
and that is
previous
not even taken care. So,
go ahead, Hemant. Maybe I lost your voice somewhere, Hemant. Hemant, the question back.
This is my think.
Yeah. I listen to you. Question here is, there's a four problems which happened. If you read the question again, your project team is being sent to overseas to lead an integration project. To prepare, they review the transcript from the retrospective of a previous trip. Maybe their own team went on or some other team went on. So this problem has happened on the previous trip. Okay, which means scheduled problems because host teams have dedicated non-working hours at different times of the day due to shift work. It's something like a way of working problem. So what I'm hearing from you is this problem will or may continue in current trip also, for which I have to use a servant leadership to solve it. Is it your thought process? Hemant, if you're unmuted or muted. So the problem here is you feel that, okay, he says that's a problem. Okay. Do anyone recognize what Hemant says is a problem? Where you have a host team following a non-working hours, and that should be a problem to be addressed right now using servant leadership? Do anyone feel like that?
Servant
Just
leadership
wanted
is
to add
fine,
in
but
this.
active listening is not really needed here. No, we want to. There are two factors here. No, servant leadership and active listening. So B qualifies for servant leadership maybe, but not active listening, I guess.
Okay. How active listening is helping in the answer A? Any thought on that?
Here, the host team is not ready to come for the trainings, right? So we want to understand what is the problem there. So we need to let them talk. Like, what are the reasons they're not coming for the training exercises? So we need to have the active listening there.
All right. I like that thought process. So Hemant and everyone here is the answer. After the last 10, 15, 20 minutes of discussion, now we got an answer. The purpose to take this answer such long is to show you that how a question should be understood. If you look at here, it is possible to understand why another team would be unwilling to do something, then seek a resolution. This is what you have to do. This you can do only by proper listening. What's the problem? There could be a valid reason, right? The training itself doesn't make sense, or the training should be done little later. Something has went wrong. Use empathy, understand from their perspective, and active listening to try, understand, and also inspire the host team with the use of servant leadership. When you say servant leadership, many places you become a person who be a front runner. Sometimes you sit with them to work with them, shadow with them. I think that's the thought process expected. Scheduling problems, adverse weather, and incomplete training need a practical technique. If you see here, from here, scheduling problem, adverse weather, and incomplete training need a practical technical solutions. You have to sit and work on the solution part, whereas not on this leadership area. You may question back, Shri, for scheduling, for weather problem, also I need leadership. Yes, we need a leadership. I'm not denying that. But when you talk about servant leadership and active listening, answer one gets pretty more closer because someone is not collaborating. When someone is not collaborating, I have to just go and sit with them, have a cup of coffee, sit and talk what's happening. How can I help you? Other things also you can do, but not with a cup of coffee, right? But technically, you have to know what to do. When it's a scheduling problem, yeah, your network diagram is not good. Your backlog prioritization is not good. Something you have to work out. You talk about some adverse weather. Yeah, it's also a problem. Yeah, I can sit with a cup of coffee. But more than that, what is a risk management strategy? If the weather is going to go bad, am I prepared? Am I planned? So I think that's what PMI trying to see from you in this question. Even though all needs a servant leadership, but which is very specific. And this is the reason I say the question when you read who is being targeted, intensity of the question. Here the intensity is not super heavy. It is not a showstopper. But if you don't do this, chances are the problem repeats again, which means the team don't collaborate. And so it can be a problem. So watch out those factors. Now, after looking at the answer, people who said yay, you thought in this direction, what we see as answer here? Is it the way you saw that?
Yes.
Is it aligning? Okay.
Yes.
People went with other answer. I'm not saying that it's totally wrong, but do you have a different thought after seeing the answer? Is your thought is changing?
Yes.
Yeah? All right. Shall we hit one more question? If your energy level is good? Good energy?
Yes.
Yeah? We'll go for one more question. Okay. Changing, Abdul. Okay, nice. All right. So one thing, don't take it for granted when the question is perfectly answered here doesn't mean we're able to answer all the question correctly. It's one of the question we're able to answer well. I appreciate it. If you don't answer well, it's completely fine. Now you start understanding how to read a question. Maybe some keyword doesn't spark for you. Yeah, that's a point. Okay, now let's jump to one more question. And here it is. This time it's a little bigger question. You have to choose two answers. Be watchful. You have to choose two answers. Choose two answers.
A team member has been offered a new opportunity and will be
Bit tough question. Huh? You have to choose two answers, right? Bit tricky. Okay, I got few answers here. First, ask to you, who is being targeted in this question? Who?
Team member, sir.
Team.
For who? It is a team member, whole team, right? It could be 10 member, 15 member team. What is the tense of the question?
Present.
Present tense.
As a key team member has been offered a new opportunity and will be leaving. Will be leaving. So it's a present. Currently it's happening. Can I say like that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then what else we have to check? One is who. Next one is tense. What is
Intensity.
intensity? What is it? High, low?
High.
Why it is high?
Because
And
he is
medium,
having
medium, exactly.
person is leaving.
Detrimental.
Okay, if this guy goes out, it's going to be very expensive for this team. Is this true? Time, money, something is going to be, it's going to impact the project deliverables. Something like this mentioned in the question?
Yes.
Yeah.
The team is looking for a replacement but is unable to find anyone with the same level of skills. This team member has been with the project since its beginning. Let's imagine the project started, they given date also, which is over 1 year ago. 1 year ago, this guy is standing with us. And a lot of knowledge and skills that the team members lack. This is a problem. Which two actions should a team take to ensure, this is the key part, continuity. Imagine this project is going to go for another 2 years. 2 years. Just an example. Continuity. So which means this guy going out is expensive. It's going to be severity high. High, can I say high? Or you want to say
Yes.
low?
High.
High. So you need a solution. Yeah, you need a solution. Okay, not a suggestion, a solution. Who tends intensity? What is the next one you have to check?
Last line.
Last line. Okay. What is the last line is asking? I think that's what we read now. Two actions a team should take, not as a manager, as a team. Of course, manager is also part of the team, but as a group, we have to think. Very good. What is the next one?
Elimination technique.
Elimination. Okay, now we read this. Now let's go for elimination. I believe you understood the question. First, I ask to you, is it a scenario seen in any part of the world, any company, any domain?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it is very common question. Why I want to show
Common
this is,
scenario.
it's a very common scenario. For this, you don't need a great IT knowledge. You don't need to be artificial intelligence qualified. You don't need to be expert on manager. Yeah, a basic knowledge. If somebody goes out, what to do? How to do? But as a team, not individually, you think. You as a team, you have to think. Now let's work on elimination. Since they give two choices, because of that, they given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items they given. If not, it will be always 4. Now it is multiple response, I given 5. Now elimination will help you a lot. If you can eliminate 2 answers, you are pretty close because you're going to make 2 choices, isn't it? So 2 are right answers. First, let's start with number 1. Any one item you feel totally irrelevant, doesn't make sense at all. Take time, read carefully. After discussing this question, now your brain will tell this doesn't make sense because it's not going to solve the problem.
C.
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 Yeah, okay. Inform the team members manager that unless they find someone soon, it could be detrimental to the project. Okay. So why we thought C is to be eliminated? Any reason? I like that, but any reason?
I think the question says 2 actions which needs to be taken, and informing team members manager, I think it's already known if somebody is leaving. So
Exactly. Informing is just a news telecasting.
yeah,
That's not going to help. Huh? Is it understanding?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
You're giving a news. Hey, tomorrow it's going to rain. Okay. That's okay. What's up? So kind of informing the team doesn't make sense. That's what I'm hearing. Okay. Since I heard this, I'll put it off. Because I have some people choosing C also as a right answer. So I'm just putting off. I'm not saying which one is right now. I'm just doing what you guys are saying. Okay. C, I'm pulling out, which is a good job. Now you have 4 items. In this 4, 2 is the correct answer. Still, one more will be there, slightly wrong. Not totally wrong, slightly wrong. Do you see any one answer slightly wrong?
B.
B.
D for Delhi?
B for
B for
boy.
Bravo. Boy.
Boy, Bombay. Okay. Discuss the risk of key dependencies resignation in the next team retrospective. Why this is not a good answer?
Just discussing, nothing. Yes, that is needed, but there is no solution as such or nothing coming out of it.
And
Just
also, will it help? Will they do this in retrospective?
No, they will not be doing in retrospective.
Okay. Retrospective is a place to talk what? What they talk in retrospective?
Past.
What went well or what went wrong during the sprint of.
What were the impediments?
Okay. In a project, we talk, hey guys, last 20 days we worked together. Last 10 days we worked together towards a goal. In this goal, while achieving, what went well? What can be improved? Right? Again, this ask, discuss a risk of a key dependency resignation in the next team retrospective. They're discussing, will it give an answer? First, they will discuss, that's a question mark. If they discuss, can I find an answer there? That's a question mark. Okay. Kapila says not solving the problem. Kapila, why you think it's not solving the problem? Because you're discussing. While discussing, you may get an answer also, right? Discussing doesn't mean you stop there. You may get an answer also. Why you thought it's not solving the problem?
We are discussing about the person who have resigned, right? Is what is the meaning of this dependencies resignation in the next team retrospective?
It makes sense, huh? The sentence doesn't make sense, huh?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
See,
And
this guy is resigned.
yeah.
It's a issue has happened. It's not a risk to be. Okay. I see the point. I understand that. You say that, man, what way it makes sense to talk about that there?
Yeah.
Uh,
And as you mentioned that we have to focus on the last line. What is the problem? So this is not solving the problem at all. It is understood by us that this is given as a solution to confuse us. So it should be out.
Super good. You got that point. Nice to know. Anand, you're saying something there. Looking back. Okay. Looking back doesn't help us. It's the point from you.
And also
Okay.
risk is something which could happen in future, discussing the risk, right? But
Okay.
there it has happened already, past.
It's an issue now. It's not a risk, it's an issue. Okay. Got you. All right. B and C, I'm saying people are pulling it out, which is a good job right now. Now you have 3 answers. Now you are very close to the answer. Now I'll tell you in main exam how it works. So even though we're taking 10-15 minutes for one question, in main exam, you will take only 60 seconds or 1 minute. Your brain will process faster. The reason I'm taking time here is to make you to set the track in your brain. First, you have to understand who, tense of the question, intensity of the question, last line, and elimination. Now, this will work well. Okay. Where elimination comes in, you may eliminate 2 answers. 2 is out. Now, finding the last answer purely goes by your knowledge, experience, and instinct. So you said instinct? Yeah, it also works. It also works. You have your knowledge of car driving. You have the experience of car driving. But some people have that instinct. There'll be a cut like this. There'll be done like this. They make a right move, left move perfectly. Some drivers will be surprised without heavy jerk in the car, they can move the car effectively, or a bus or a train. The reason is it's their ability. So here you start showing your difference. This is so hard to put it in the books. It is so hard to explain to someone. That's why you will call Sundar Pichai sitting there as a CEO. You may be surprised why this guy is sitting there. When we have many people in this world, why this guy to be there? Why Elon Musk is able to think like that? That's a spark. That spark you can't see in the book. That spark you can't see anywhere. It's you, individually you. So a question answering main exam, you can go up to this point. From this point, it's your individuality. I'm not saying here you have to do this immediately, right now, today, but I'm saying in main exam, this is how it works. That's where you find your difference. But my responsibility is to take you to that point. From that point, you have to jump and do something. So let's do that right now. Okay. Since we came to the last targeting area, now we have 3 answers. In these 3 answers, elimination is going to be tough for you because you come to last 3. The last 3 all may look good. Now let's go for the best answer out of it. So far you did elimination, right? Let's find the best answer out of it. Out of these 3, which you think could be the best candidate for being a good answer?
D and E.
D is the best candidate. Best
D.
answer. D for dog.
D.
Is delta.
Okay.
Delta.
D. Why this looks the best based on the last line of the question? Why?
Knowledge transfer is the most important thing,
Okay.
and we
Shed.
need to know. Yeah.
Go ahead.
That 1 year's journey, what this guy has done, all that can be transferred to transferred, so that he can at least not 100%, but some that sounds like a solution. At least even if 80% of the knowledge is transferred correctly,
okay,
the new
very
person
good.
can be skilled.
Very good. Very good. Do anyone agree with this word is pretty strong? Schedule. What schedule means?
Plan for that.
Strong schedule. What schedule means?
Fix it.
Yeah. You fix a time, isn't it? We are not talking in the air. We are fixing it. Fixing it. Because you know your project should continue. I think this is the key point, right? The last line says that 2 actions should a team take to ensure it is not this person is scheduling. Your team also should be available to listen to that. Is this true? A knowledge transfer guy will give you knowledge and run away. Not like that, right? When I say team, as a team, I am available to listen. As a team, he or she is available to transfer the knowledge. So to ensure the project continuity, this is very key here. Last line, this is very key. Ensure continuity. You are not giving knowledge transfer of last 1 year and run away. No. You have to talk for future also, because this guy knows much about the project. He or she knows much about the project. She have to sit and talk. Next 3 weeks, this is going to happen. Next 1 month, it's going to happen. Last 6 months, this has happened. So you need a proper transfer of knowledge. So as I listen for many, D looks a decent, good candidate for the answer. So let's keep the flag high there. Now we are almost close. Now you did 2 elimination, pulled out, saying that 1 doesn't make sense by informing. 1 is sentences doesn't make sense, gone. Watch out in main exam, PMI purposefully will make mistakes in the sentence. They make a wrong English words. They make a wrong combination of sentence. While reading itself, you will get a feel something wrong. Back it up. Cross out. Best way to cross out. Now you did 2 out, you did 1 in. Okay. Now comes a super tough competition. Now between A and E, you have to digest what you listened in the question. Now you have to go back to the question. I'll tell you how to do in the exam, in the main exam. I'll tell you how to do the exam, in the main exam. Okay. I feel very bad to hear my own echo voice. Okay, coming back here, in main exam, what will happen is you will come to this point. As I said, instinct will work. At the same time, I will expect, don't stay only in the answers. Don't struggle here itself. After you come to the last 2 answer, last 1 answer, now go back to the question. Now read the question 1 more time. Chances are your brain already would have processed all this information. Your brain needs 1 final spark. You get that final spark when you read the question again. By the way, not every question in exam will look like this. It's just a sample. Just I want to twist you, so I give this kind of question. If not, very normal question also will come there. So now you have to read this question again. A key team member has been offered, okay, a new opportunity and will be leaving the project team. Okay, the plan is there, leaving. The team is looking for a replacement but is unable to find anyone with the same level of skills. We don't know what is the level, but that level is not there. This team member has been in the project since the beginning, which is almost 1 year ago, and has a lot of knowledge. It's not about number of years. Knowledge is very high, and skills that other team members lag. We don't have it. The question is, which two will help to improve the continuity or produce a continuity? So you all said D looks good. Now let's move to the next set of first two answers we have to choose. Now read these two answers carefully. Get one sparking word which will help you to keep up the continuity in a format which is current in the market. Just read two answers and let know in your chat or in a voice message. Let me know which one is good.
A is good.
Mm-hmm.
A is good because we are recording the sessions and that can have a continuity.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay.
what I think,
Record.
what I think I won't opt for A is because D, you already have scheduled some knowledge transfer sessions. So why do you need to have, I mean, more or less the same, but if you have some member who is having, good skill sets for the task which are needed, maybe in one person you may not find that. So the person who is departing and has worked with that team, who knows what is the skill set of the other members, that could benefit maybe the project.
Adding to it, Shri, in the option A, it is saying as record the session. So every time to continue for the project continuity, we cannot keep on see the sessions, right? Again, we are wasting our time as well. But some of the other skills will be having other resources, other team members. They will be having it. But if we are using the sessions, the recorded sessions again and again, that will not help because one or the other scenarios will be different, right? Going forward in the project.
Why
One of the assumptions.
Why I
Actually,
would
from my perspective, since the project continuity, we selected D, schedule the knowledge transfer. Means, so someone should be there now existing team who can have some skill set so that immediately they can schedule the knowledge transfer until hire the new person. So that is E suitable. From my perspective.
Okay, I see Pausha has also hands up there. Let's listen to her. Pausha.
Yes. So I will say first, why not A? A says create a new work item in the product backlog to interview the departing team member and record the sessions. It's just recording the session basically. But when it comes to E, I mean, it is better for the to ensure project continuity happens. Another team member has to be nominated for that skill set to be taken forward. So that is why it is E.
But I would say yeah, because recording these sessions, everything is in our control, and that can give good amount of knowledge, for the continuity of the project. But E is again we are putting the ball in his court, and we are uncertain whether the team member is available, not available, with good skills, and he may nominate or not nominate, not sure.
Okay. So we are
certainty.
throwing the ball on him and say that you nominate a person.
And they very clearly in the question they say that there is no person with a good that kind of skills now.
Okay, you got the point. Okay, look like a point. Let's listen. Okay, nice. I like that discussion. Hemant, what do you have?
No, I just needed your suggestion regarding the first point. Do we add this thing in the product backlog? Are we supposed to use this? Because in the product backlog, we are not. My assumption, I'm saying I might be wrong in this. How can we add this item into the product backlog? Because this has to be discussed out of the sessions, right? Is my assumption.
Yeah, that's a good ask. You have to recall something we learned part of the class called risk adjusted backlog, if you remember it. One of the risks in this team is right now someone is going out and this person has amazing knowledge and we need that knowledge to be carried. Now, there is an opportunity. You can add as a backlog item telling that we need this information. When it's in an interview could be not to talk about how are you, what is happening. It could be certain specific technology, specific domain knowledge, specific feature which need to be delivered, which this person possesses that knowledge. Could be an interview, could be a discussion where they understand. For example, let's imagine Zoom. In Zoom, 4K video recording should be done. And X person has a knowledge in that. And this person moving, will they do an interview to collect the 4K HD video or 4K video, how this will be done or what should be done in the upcoming 6 months. And this discussion would be recorded and that will be part of your backlog stored information. This is my upcoming work item. For that work item, we need this information. So it's called risk adjusted backlog. For information, if you go to Agile books, you will see something called risk adjusted backlog, which means you can bring this one of the item. Of course, it's not a deliverable, but it is one of the risk item which you can add because in Agile, you don't have a special risk register. Rather, they keep everything inside the backlog. So chances are you bring it here. But I go with the debate here. Okay, I go with the debate here because I do hear from people who said E makes more sense because I feel that a departing team member has better knowledge. This guy has to choose other person. I also hear from Shafiq, I believe Shafiq, right? He mentioned that, hey, you already said in the question, there is a lack of person. When you say lack of person, why you are calling E again? Do anyone feel that spark? You already said in the question lack. Then why you ask, when you say lack, you are throwing the ball at him, tell them find somebody. And also making someone to find it, do you think it can even go wrong? Possible? Possible, right? Both are possible. But still, it stands here. Now, let's see how it goes here. I have two set of people. One say E is a good answer, A is a good answer. Both looks better. But some of you will argue with me, Shri, D already we scheduled knowledge transfer session, isn't it? Then why again for A? Yeah, it's a good thing. Both can be a superset and subset. I will not say both are different. Superset and subset. When I say schedule knowledge transfer can happen for the whole time of 1 year. What all this person has done it could be a proper official knowledge transfer. On that, a subset could be a specific area. They do an interview on that particular subject, knowledge, domain, technology, implementation, errors, bugs, customer communication. They do certain portion of it and have it preserved. This also can help. I can live with one answer also. If you remove A, I can also live with D. That's fine. Because D and A look like a superset and a subset. Whereas when you go to E, like we heard here, ask the departing team member, we are putting little more pressure on a person who have to look out somebody who is knowledgeable when no one is available. It's going to become a little more tricky now. It's going to bring some priority problem. It's going to bring some conflict within the team if I do this. So I may expect my leadership team to make a call rather putting the ball on his court. Do anyone feel like that? I think it's a responsibility of leadership. Rather, we put the ball on this guy.
No.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. If you have an answer, please go ahead. I'm not going.
What I feel is that the departing team member usually goes with some responsibility, and usually when they continue to keep that responsibility of handovering the job, especially when it happens in D, where he does the knowledge transfer. When he really finds out a person who has that little much of ability to take up the task, what he is going to teach him in the knowledge sessions, then it might help the project to continue with the course of the action which needs to be done. But because the question itself says that other team members lack, that's in where this create a new work item comes.
That's a problem comes. See, thanks for the good answer there. I will live with this answer. I live with this. I don't even want to consider this answer. I leave it this answer itself. But both are look like brother and sisters. Okay, that's how it goes. It doesn't make a big difference. It's all superset, subset. In the same meeting, you do another meeting. That's how it's happening. Whereas rightly you point out the member lacks. Let's see the answers also. Important project knowledge should be stored and accessible. Important project knowledge should be stored and accessible for the team. Knowledge can be explicit or tacit. Explicit knowledge can be documented easily and stored, but tacit information benefits from discussion and elaboration between project team members. Tacit is the way of thinking, the way of doing, a critical problem solving. For example, in Indian cricket team, we had as a captain MS Dhoni. People say, man, he's a good decision maker. Even though many players played with him, no one could get his way of decision making. Maybe some book knowledge can be there, but tacit, this is tacit knowledge, right? It's his style. No one can take it. Even though you live with him, sleep with him, or have food with him, you can't get it. It's his skill. So, but tacit information benefits from discussion. But when you do some sort of discussions and elaboration, chances are you may get some idea. You can't get totally, but some idea you can get. A recorded interview with a team member and subsequent knowledge transfer session. So what I was pointing out is A and D are brother and sister here. At the same time, it is a combination of some key area where you have to record and store it. If not other area, it will be a conversation. But I won't argue too much for these two answers. Both are almost same. E goes out. The one reason is don't want to put the responsibility on this guy. I would give to some leadership person to have to consider it, because here there could be some partiality, bias could happen. If I bring a person to do that, chances are that could happen. So for that reason, they bring leadership to decide how things can be chosen. Also, question says lack. That also pulls this answer back. This question we discuss at least 15-20 minutes. Okay, in a main exam, you're not going to do like this. You're going to do in 60 seconds or 1 minute, 27 seconds, which is around 80 seconds. Now, when I saw the answers, you all chose the answer within 40 seconds. 30-40 seconds, I started getting the answers. And everyone here, at least you made one right answer. Or some of you made a totally right. Which means your brain is processing really well. Feel really happy. Your brain processed very well because you did the question reading quicker and you went to 4 or 5 answers and you went to the right answer. I saw mostly people went to D, which means your brain knows this particular line is important. You read this line carefully. You read this line, ensure continuity. To ensure continuity, you understood knowledge transfer is important. It's very evident in your brain. That's pretty good. Whereas when it comes to other area, some keywords like this will spark that thought process. That's a way. By the way, the purpose of sharing this kind of question is to make you to look a question from different angle. You can even debate, Shri, A and D looks a pathetic answer, man. I have a different answer. Yes, you can. But my intention is not to fight on that. Rather, how to look at the question. How to see from PMI Institute model, what they're looking from you. That's the intention of this discussion. Have you got something out of it? Last 2 questions? Some learning? Yeah? Yeah, I know some of you new to this
Yes.
batches. Your classes started very recently. You have to learn a lot. However, still happy that you participated today. You learned some basics of how to look at the question. This happens every Sunday. We call it as a Sunday prayers. So you can come here for Sunday prayers to listen about people who cleared the exam, how people are preparing, how to look at the question. Sometimes I bring a topic from the slides and we'll talk about the topic. However, it is a good, nice session to at least see how things are moving. Yeah. Arumugam, what's happening?
Shri, I have a question, sir. So if we, in a main exam, if we completed like 61st, second and last, if it is last session, if we, example 180th question, if you're not able to answer, like it taking time out. If example the time out, whether they consider that last session will be evolutions or it will be not considered.
Let me rephrase your question. You're saying 180 question, but you answered only 178 or something. 2 or 3 questions you couldn't answer. Time is out.
Yeah, time out. I'm not able to submit. Like it's auto. Yeah.
The Arumugam, you
how
paid.
It will be considered.
You paid 500. You hearing me?
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
Since you paid $500, PMI submits application or exam on its own. They don't strain you. If you can't complete, if you can't click the last button, it's okay. It automatically submits. Okay, that's the point. Now let's come to the main question. Main question is, what if I missed some question? What will happen? I have few candidates, students, who missed the last 12 questions, last 8 questions. They couldn't answer. The exam got submitted.
Okay.
Still, they cleared the exam.
Oh, great. Thank you. Yeah.
Highest record is, there is one woman. She missed 20 questions.
Oh my God.
She cleared
Okay.
the exam. So maybe 160 questions, she did fantastic. We don't know. But don't take it as a right example. Don't take it as a right example. I'm just saying that even you miss a question paper got submitted. It is not a crime. It's not a error. It's completely fine. If you have done your question properly so far, you will clear the exam.
Thank you, Shri. Yeah.
Right. All right. Great. There is one more question from Abdul here. In multiple response, which we saw right now, if I answer one right, still no marks correct. Okay. I believe that he's asking, out of 2 answers, one is right, one is wrong, what will happen? We really don't know how PMI is evaluating, but how do we evaluate this in our system? When you have 2 answers, one is right, you give a 0.5 mark. Okay. I believe PMI follow that, but PMI has not declared how they are evaluating. So our understanding is they will give at least a 0.5 if half of the answer is right. We believe that. Okay, one other question from Abhishek. What is the passing percentage? Abhishek, if for information, PMI Institute have not declared the passing percentage. They only say pass or fail when you're done with your exam. Then how do I know this, Shri? We don't know anything, but with our years of experience, at least with the ShriLearning, we observed if a person gets a 70 or 75% in ShriLearning exam papers, you will clear the exam in above target. Okay, this is the understanding we have. Okay, let me answer you more in a better way. PMP exam, they're believing that if somebody get a 61 or 63% in their exam out of 180 questions, they can clear the exam. It's a belief. But PMI has not declared anywhere on this, and they won't even show after the exam get over, this is your percentage. They won't show that. So it's a belief, 63% is a good from the PMI Institute. Is it good, Abhishek? All right. I didn't see much of your faces today. I mean, the Sunday look. How do you look Sunday? Someone want to show your face? Sunday, you look special, bright, active. Before you say bye-bye to each other. Anand is here. Okay, nice. Abhishek, great. Yeah, sometimes looking at people also gives me some energy. Okay, I'm talking to a human being. If not, it's all black screen. Okay, Abdul is here. Okay, Hemant, Anil, nice to see you guys. Okay, good. I believe you will continue reading today because Sunday being a useful time, utilize it. People are from new batches, you will start continuing the reading, which I given in the WhatsApp group. I've given what you have to read and also given some writing habits. Please follow that. And people getting close to the exam, go ahead and follow the process. If you're not blocked your exam date, please go ahead and block your exam date. And keep me posted on the WhatsApp so I know that where are you. And if any guidance, feel free to ask. Yeah? All right. Any questions here before we say bye-bye for Sunday? Good. All right. Amazing. Thanks all for being here. It's a good time discussing with you. Enjoy the Sunday. Enjoy the IPL match. Also look out your studies. We'll catch you all on the next session. See you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Shri.
Bye.
Thank you, Shri.
Thank you, Shri. Bye.
You bye.